Continue.
I haven't been able, I've talked about getting Social Security increased, and nobody, they said that I could not do that because this happened after I started getting Social Security in 2000. And so I've been left out in the cold.
Let me ask you a question. How many times have I been here so far to visit you?
3 that I know of.
That you remember, right? This is the 7th time I've come to visit you.
Well,
No. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to share with the viewing audience that what I do, what we do together is not hard.
Yeah.
Because see, you sit here in your bed and you witness to people for Jesus Christ when they come around you.
Correct.
I come and I
pray for them.
You pray for them. I encourage you by visiting, and you have other visitors.
Yeah.
It's not a big time commitment. The very first time I came to visit you, I bought you a Firehouse sub.
Yeah. And I love it.
And I bought you 2 different bags of Dorito potato chips, tortilla chips. I bought you Cool Ranch and nacho cheese. And then the last time I came, I bought you a Big Mac combination.
Big Mac combination.
And now the candy.
Yeah.
And so, what I want to say as a part of this segment is how easy it is to do this. And God, you know what? I want to say that I don't want to guilt anybody into doing this, but that would be such a lie.
Yeah.
Okay, look, less than 3% of all the American people enlist in the service.
Oh, yeah.
And then they want to go around saying things like, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
But they don't want to lift a finger to do anything. And I found great difficulty getting anybody to help me with this. And I've also found, it just seems like either the American people are just lazy and don't appreciate the freedom that they have. They don't, you agree, they don't appreciate the freedom that they have. But I've talked to a lot of veterans, and they say honestly, and this show is not politically correct, there's no intention of being so, they don't want to hear thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Because the majority of the American people are not helping out the disabled veterans. They're not. It is other veterans and disabled veterans that are helping out disabled veterans, or the children of disabled veterans who are involved helping out disabled veterans. And people want to criticize Wounded Warrior because they say, well, most of your money goes towards administrative costs and doesn't get to the people. Well, let me ask you a question. If you have 5,000 soldiers who need help and only a handful of people contributing, and all these overworked, understaffed people trying to help out this large number of people, do you think maybe that money would go to administrative costs?
No, I don't think so. I think it should go to the veteran.
Yeah, what I'm saying is we don't have enough people.
That's true, I know that.
Yeah, so the reason for this episode is to try to wake people up.
Yeah. Well, I've applied to, what is it, GAV?
Yeah.
I talked to one of the men, and they never came to see me.
They never came to see you.
They never came to see me, so I dropped it and left it alone.
Now, would you agree that coming to visit a disabled vet like yourself is one way of doing this? But if you, put an ad in the paper or ask around your neighborhood, I found that there are people who have, a veteran that lives next door to them or just down the street. And they offer to cut their grass for free. They bring them meals. There's all kinds of ways you can get involved with this. And I think some of it should be a sacrifice, and some of it should be convenient for the person, because you don't want to put the whole burden on them. But at the same time, you've got to get out and do something to help the men and women who fought so bravely for our country.
That's true.
Yeah. So go ahead, continue.
I would like to have some help from the VA just in Winston-Salem that is with the government control.
Right.
If I had that, I could handle maybe more than what I'm able to do now.
Right.
So that's where I see my help also.
Do you see the VA as not doing enough, is what you're saying?
I'd say 99%.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Right.
That, what was it, the problem they had at the top back here last year? And I thought they had straightened that out because of, you know, the people, what they did.
And they didn't.
And apparently they haven't.
Right.
So I'm left in the cold by them.
Did you hear what this man just said? He said that he was left in the cold by the VA. Is that politically correct to say? No, and who cares? Which amendment in the U.S. Constitution talks about free speech, Bobby?
The First Amendment.
And that's what we're exercising here, as a right to free speech.
Yeah. I don't mind sharing the Lord's testimony in my life because I know that I've been healed twice, my neck and my back.
Right.
And it's all His testimony and not mine.
Right. Right. And the Lord's been good to you while you've been in here.
He's helped me and carried me completely. If He didn't do for me, I wouldn't have anything whatsoever.
What would you say to the viewing and listening audience what your first and last name is?
My first and last name.
First and last name.
Bobby Franklin Boyette.
Bobby Franklin Boyette.
That's my whole name.
That's your whole name. So what was Franklin? Is that someone, your dad or your uncle? Or?
Yeah, my father was named James Franklin.
James Franklin.
And my mother liked those two names. She loved the name Bobby, and then she loved my father, and so she said and told me that's why I'm Bobby Franklin Boyette.
Bobby Franklin Boyette.
Yeah, because of my father, and she liked the name Bobby herself.
Do you know what that's funny? Is that's how I got the name. My grandfather did not have a middle name. His name was Michael. His first name was Michael, his last name was Rapier. And so he got the first name Michael, and my grandmother liked the name Robert. So she named my dad Robert Michael Rapier, and obviously my mom thought I looked like him, so she named me after him. But I tell you what, I was this curly-headed little boy with these big fat cheeks, and my mother loved to dress me up like Charlie Brown, and she says, "You were so cute. You were so cute. Bobby was the perfect name for you." Because I was this chubby kid, big belly, fat, and I loved cookies.